What's up, y'all? I'm your host, Jada.
I'm her co-host, Wendy.
And we are the Spicy Chicks. So welcome back. We've been gone for a little bit, getting some things together, like we mentioned. But as usual, we do have some good little stories to catch you guys up on, and some opinions or whatnot. We really don't have a topic for today. I'll be honest. We don't have a topic. We just kind of wanted to just flow with it today. We just got back for a little mini vacay.
We did.
It was really, really fun. Wendy planned the whole thing.
It just wasn't long enough.
It wasn't.
Vacation is never long enough.
No.
Like, I don't care if you have 10 days. It's not long enough. Them the fastest days ever. If my work days went by as fast as my vacation days, it'll be all right.
Yeah, I know. I had a really good time. I faced a lot of fears.
Were you scared?
Yes.
I didn't know you were scared. I mean, I knew you were scared of the actual roller coaster.
Did you see how I responded when you were like, "Ooh, look, Jada, look up there," and I was like, "No, that's not exciting. Like that looks like death. Like I'm not."
I mean, I knew the roller coasters you were scared of, but what about the other rides? Like everything else, like the 3D rides.
Those are fine. The 3D. Okay. Well, okay. So the 3D rides were fine, but I don't understand why we got to do so much. Like, I have motion sickness now. Like, it's so much going on, and then it's 3D, so it's like right here, and it was a lot, but it was fun. Yeah, I had a good time though. It was fun. I faced a lot of fears. I don't like drops. I don't like topsy-turvies. Don't like dangling off the side.
You don't like roller coasters.
I'm about to say it just sounds like you're not a roller coaster
You want to go straight
person.
Yes. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it.
Cause I'm gonna ride everything.
Yeah, she wrote everything. Everything. That last ride that we were in line for.
Oh yeah, Hagrid's ride.
Okay, it was a 2-hour wait. Literally a 2-hour wait.
Yeah.
But it was really worth it though.
I told you it was worth it.
I'm glad.
But they tried to play us though because
they did.
It like fake started raining and they were like, oh well, we're gonna have to delay the ride because of inclement weather coming in. And I was like, first of all, if we don't waited in line 2 hours for this ride, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
like
we were about to act like the YTs. We were about to act like the YTs and just get wet.
Okay, we was gonna wait for it. I don't care how long it was. Because we had tried all day to get a time for the ride anyway. So I had to finesse the lady to tell her that we had been waiting all day for this ride. So she finally let us get in line. But it was still a 2-hour wait from there.
Yeah, that was a whole experience.
It was.
Oh, that was an experience. I mean, from the singing, we weren't singing, the others.
Oh, yeah, it was the YTs.
What were they singing?
I forget what they were singing.
It was like a classic... We're not gonna take it white person song. One of those.
And they just all broke out in songs.
Broke out in
we were in Orlando, so of course me and Jada look at each other like, as soon as they started singing, me and Jada was like,
we're not gonna take
I think they were singing We're Halfway There or something because the line, like.
Did they sing We're Out of Champions?
No, I'm shocked.
But they all broke out in songs. We were just so annoyed.
We definitely had an experience, but they always try to make light of a uncomfortable situation, so we appreciate it. We were just like annoyed because at that moment when they started singing, we were already an hour and some change.
We didn't move, like they were singing like the line was moving.
Right, we didn't go anywhere.
So we was just like, well, what are y'all singing about?
Then they start out of nowhere clapping, woohoo! And me and Wendy are like, no, we're still here. But it was fun. After all the waiting, I got on this little ride. It literally looks like that little thing that Harry and his little homegirl ride in. I wasn't going to be the one that was going to ride the motorcycle part, so I let her do that.
I'm going to just take the seat.
I'm going to take the seat. I'm going to sit in the side where it's safe and there's coverings. It's some protection, for the air. She just out there open. I was like, she was out there open, ready. I was like, there's nothing on the side of you. You're going to die. She was just like, let's go. I was like, she's going to die. She's going to die.
I love that ride.
Just open, but it was very fun. It was really, really fun. That's the best ride at that park.
Seriously.
In my opinion.
It's the best ride in the whole park.
We rode a lot of rides that day. But that's a keeper. That is a winner. I understand why people wait that long. I understand why it was kids. Like, it was kids sitting next to me like, ma'am, are you okay? It's going to be all right. Just enjoy it. Open your eyes. And I was like, no, open, you're going to miss it. Shout out to the children.
We rode around with a grandma too. It was like a grandma.
Grandma was behind me. I kept looking back, asking Grandma if she's okay. She was looking at me like, I'm fine. Like, are you okay? I'm like, I gotta get it together. Everybody is like making me look bad out here. So let me toughen up and just go on for the ride. And I did. So I'm so happy.
Next time we get you on the actual roller coasters that are in the park, because we did miss quite a few.
Baby steps. It's baby steps. Okay, it's baby steps. But I had a really good time. Now when we were at work the other day and you were talking about how Six Flags need to step their game up, I had thought about it and I compared it in my brain the last time I went with you and the last time I went with my sister versus when we just left Orlando. And I'm like, ooh, Six Flags over Georgia. Ooh.
Okay, now I get Six Flags is not a Universal. It's not a Disney and nothing like that. But compared to other Six Flags, we just compare Six Flags in general. Like, just keep it straight at Six Flags.
Yeah.
I haven't been to all the Six Flags, but the Six Flags in New Jersey shits on our Six Flags. Period. Like, the Six Flags in New Jersey is like 3 of our Six Flags. Like, way more rides, way more roller coasters. So I'm like, why does Atlanta have this weak ass Six Flags? Like, we still had the Scream Machine, and the Scream Machine was around when my mom was riding roller coasters. So it's still there.
Don't talk about it. It's 1914.
It's still there.
Okay.
Rickety
raggedy. Raggedy.
They redid the Cyclone, and now the Cyclone is the best ride in the park, in addition to Goliath. Like, they redid the Cyclone, now it's a Twisted Cyclone. It's actually fire.
Batman is always closed. Batman is always closed.
Like, why don't they redo the Scream Machine and all that stuff? Like, just knock down some trees, add on some real estate, and like just add on to the park.
Yeah.
Our Six Flags is weak. I'm sorry.
Because they're making all that money off the water park.
Yeah.
And then why is the whitewater separate?
It's so far away from each other.
Why is whitewater
it should be
separate?
next
It
to
needs
each
be all
other.
over. They got
Yeah.
Hurricane Harbor inside the park, but it's weak. They need to attach whitewater to Six Flags.
I think that's a good idea for
make it
marketing
one
too.
thing.
Like, just put it side by side. I don't understand that. You gotta go to West Bumfuck to go to Whitewater.
Our Six Flags is weak, and I don't like it.
I know. I mean, if that's the case, we can shit on the aquarium too, because I've been to other aquariums that.
Oh.
Wait, I like our aquarium.
Our aquarium is alright, y'all, but I'm gonna be honest.
Who do you think has the better aquarium?
Like Chattanooga?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
No, don't say that.
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga's be banging.
It's banging.
SeaWorld is awesome too. But I mean, it is SeaWorld.
Yeah.
All the Disney parks are like.
I know they're just
top-notch.
they're just
Like,
top notch.
everything
They're
in
just top
Disney
notch.
is top-notch.
They're
Like,
top notch.
That ain't got no water to
Yeah.
Disney is top notch. Walt got it down.
Yeah.
Walt Disney.
Yeah.
They're tough. Walt got
It's
it.
tough to top them.
It's tough to top them. I mean,
Walt owns the world.
ooh, it's rough. It's really rough. But I had a wonderful time. I have a newfound respect and love for Harry Potter now. My sisters have always been like kind of against me, like, what's wrong with you? Like, you're something mentally. Like, how do you not get it? But once you like step into their little world that they recreated, you really feel like at one with Harry. Yes, it's just.
I still ain't getting with the capes.
Okay,
It was hot as shit out there,
so
and they was wearing them Harry Potter capes.
she warned me before we got to the park. Okay, so before we got to the park, she warned me. She was like, Jada, I need you to understand what you're about to experience. I was like, okay. And I was like, what? And she was like, let me tell you, these children are going to be crazy with a cape and a wand. And I was like, what is she talking about? Like, what?
They was running past us.
Did y'all hear some magic spells being cast?
Like, the children
They
are
was like in the
Were they casting spells? and
Literally.
lines, trying to make the line move?
Yeah.
they are literally just like, like the little kids. Just
I'm like,
have
all right, now watch that little wand.
She kept looking at the kids in line like, okay, you're getting a little closer to that wand.
Seriously, it's 85 degrees, and they
Yeah.
had floor length
Yeah.
capes on.
Capes.
Long sleeve
They were
capes.
casting y'all
And
black.
they were in
Capes.
full
These children were in
wardrobe.
full wardrobe, full
They're
character.
competing with Walt. Walt has people, motherfuckers, running 25 Ks in Mickey Mouse ears and tutus.
They do.
Okay?
They do. Harry Potter got it. And listen, those kids are serious
They
about
are
those
real
capes and those
serious.
wands. Like, we had to, like, people would like stop a line and kind of like have their little children stop because you could pass by a store window and use your wand and the things in the store window would move. So the kids would have to like stand in a certain spot. People were stopping lines. Like, we're trying to keep the line moving. We're getting to the next ride. Everybody's moving, but a mom stops the entire line to squat down with Timmy, who's like 3, that won't listen to where she's telling him to point the goddamn stick.
Well, he's not gonna remember it.
And so everyone is just like trying to be cute, like, oh, look at him. Oh. After a while, we're like,
Okay, Tim retarded.
we got to get you out the way. We're trying to like. But then I felt some kind of way though. I didn't see a lot of little black children with
There
the
were
wand.
no damn black children with them
They didn't have the wand. The black children didn't have the wand.
Well, number one, all that shit is pricey as fuck.
Hakeem
But, like,
didn't have no wand.
what are
Hakeem
they
was at
gonna
the
do?
park
Okay, because
too.
The black parents are probably thinking, "What are you gonna do with this damn wand?"
When we get back to the house, you're right.
No, we
You're
just
right.
You gonna be around the house,
No,
like,
Sticking
first
folks,
of all-
sticking your brother.
No,
Yeah.
First of all, black people ain't gonna have none of that witchcraft. That hair.
That's what it is. That's really what it
Talk
is.
about some humble bumble for me. Okay, I'm gonna slap it out you.
That's really
Like,
what it is. Black mamas don't play about their
Yeah.
spirituality and those spirits and magic and potions
Yeah,
and
but that
whatnot.
voodoo
That
up in
voodoo
this
in this
house.
damn house. That's exactly what it
You're gonna
is.
take all of that and
Yeah.
it's gonna be in the trash.
Because
tomorrow.
Hakeem guys was there. I'm not even fronting. Black
were.
families was up in the parks.
They
Okay,
were
so they
matching
was
shirts to everything.
they were matching shirt down. Some were fly Gucci down. Like they were out there representing. But
They couldn't afford Disney World.
them mamas went out there with them sticks.
Yeah, they ain't buying the capes.
They ain't buying them damn capes
and them
either.
damn wands and
No.
all that other stuff.
No, you can get everything else though, because they had all the food they
Black children
wanted.
get killed in
You know,
capes.
This is really
but
true.
it was a wonderful time. It was a wonderful
Black
time.
children do get killed in cases.
Yeah, we don't. Black kids don't do that. That's true. That is true.
Can't wear no
That
hoods.
is true. Yeah, we can't wear hoods. Never mind, guys. PSA. Don't put the hoods
Black
on.
children
Don't
safe
put
out
your
here.
black kids
Don't
on.
put your black. That's a PSA.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Don't.
Speaking of PSAs, let's get into this because this is a PSA that has been going on in social media for like 2 weeks. And I've had like sidebar conversations with like random friends about it, but nothing real serious. But it is a pretty funny topic, yet an understandable topic.
Is it the bonnet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I had to make you go to the
Okay.
page.
I have another female perspective, so this would be really fun to talk about your perspective on Monique's bonnet PSA that she gave to every woman. She apparently was in the airport going somewhere and she saw a group of ladies traveling with their bonnets on and some had a blanket. And so she decided to do a PSA to all of her queens and babies and young sisters out there about, you know, wearing your bonnet outside of your home and having dignity with, to, you know, and representing yourself in a good way. So
I mean, I'm here for it because I was always raised like that too. Like, don't wear your bonnet out in public. Don't put that scarf. Don't keep that scarf on your head. Don't keep that bonnet on your head. Don't wear no pajamas outside. Don't wear no house shoes out in public.
Right.
So I did agree with her PSA. Now I did read some of the comments that people was like, you saying all that in your robe or whatever. Now, granted, she could have been in the comfort of her home or whatever the case may be. But I do believe in, you know, taking a certain level of pride in yourself. And I personally am not and have never gonna go outside my crib with no bonnet on out in public and no scarf.
a scarf. Okay. I have mixed emotions about it.
What about road trips?
If you're in a car, yeah. But once you step out the car, like, okay, so for instance, like if we on a road trip or whatever, we about to get in, we about to go to the store or something, you gotta untie the headpiece and leave it real quick just to go in the store. Put it back on when you get in the car.
Now you most definitely can't go all out like you got rollers and stuff up under that bonnet. Don't damn, you ain't going over with me.
There are
I
so
will tell you no.
yes. Okay, so that leads me to when I asked some younger ladies, I was at the Braves. I asked the girls at the gate, the little girls at the gate, which I think they range between like 16 and 20 something. Yeah, 22, something like that. So I asked them about it, and of course, you know, they don't take things as serious as my generation or maybe even yours. Like, they're more light about everything. So a couple of the girls' responses were, who cares? Like, if I'm not doing anything to disrespect you, why do you care about what I look like?
They ghetto anyway, though.
So that was one's response. You know what I'm
You have
saying?
to think about like, okay, define what do you think affects me? Because ultimately, a white person looking here, Jada, Wendy, Paula, Tashira, we all the same people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're in one class.
Yeah, we all
together,
one together,
When
yeah.
they see little Nikki Neek over there, and she got on the bonnet. When they see Jada the next time, if she got on the bonnet, they're like, oh, it's okay. You know, you can wear your cool little hat thing.
The cool, no,
Cool
the,
little hat.
yeah, that's exactly how they gonna say it too. The cool little hat
Cool
thing.
little hat thing. I think it's kind of cute. No, this is not cute. I don't want you making fun of me. Because those same people, when you put them You at the Braves, you ain't gonna show up at that Braves. You ain't gonna show up at that Braves gate with no
right with a bonnet.
I don't care how many A's it's got on it.
Yeah,
you're not gonna do that,
right? Yeah, I
you don't know who sees you when you in Walmart and Kroger and what perception they have of you. That's true. It's definitely gonna change once they see you with them.
It does change.
But to each his own. If they don't kill, they don't kill.
Well, that's what I was saying.
I'm that kind of person. Like, I'm not trying to help the herd. If the herd don't want to go with the flow, then that's what it is. If they want to wear bunnies, that's on them. They get caught slipping. Y'all ain't gonna get caught slipping. So let those who want to get caught slipping. You can't. Same way, you can't say everybody ain't dead. Everybody ain't dead. I'm not holding on to no man who don't want to grow and move like I move. Like,
that is very true.
So much. If they want to wear their bunnies in public, shorty, that ain't got nothing to do.
Well, that was their point. That's what they were saying. Like, it's not affecting you, so why do you care? Like, let me do me. That doesn't mean I'm less educated. It doesn't mean I'm ghetto. It means that I don't feel like coming my hair right now, and I'm going to a situation or a place, so leave me alone.
They won't learn those things until they run.
That was their perspective. That was like,
I wonder if their perception. You know, they have that perception now.
They do.
Let's talk to them again
in about 10 more years.
Are you still gonna feel like it's okay?
They a real job.
Yeah.
Or a real job.
You work in the banks now. Mm-hmm. Like, when I was growing up, like, when I was trying to learn about working and all that, in my 20s and all that shit, you couldn't have tats and shit coming down your arm and think I'm finna see you in the bank. Mm-hmm. Because it was just described as people that had tattoos and things like that nature, or maybe on the rougher side of life. So as things change and catch up to whatever the norm is, it just is what it is now.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna catch up to no bonnets, baby.
No, we won't catch up to bonnets. The only reason
catch up to bonnets.
But I do understand what you're saying.
The only reason y'all won't catch up to bonnets is because white women don't use bonnets. As soon as one white chick make a bonnet cool, it's gonna be straight.
I don't think so. I don't think it's white people with dreadlocks, and we still ain't caught up on that.
No, but they got their own little thing they ain't talked about. They still get jobs and all that. All I'm saying is it's a crossover thing. Everything is crossover. Everything that deal with all this shit.
Ain't nobody having no white people with no dreadlocks. I'm sorry.
It's so funny. We were just
we did see them.
We
just saw some the other day.
Have dreadlocks right now, and they are viewed just like the ghetto. Like they think that those people are ghetto. That's not crossover. It's the made the crossover. Like people have transitioned to it, but it's not coming.
That's what I said. Until somebody that like creates something that they're gonna say is good. White people ain't y'all here. I just said that one of the last episodes. Like, black people have the only hair that defy gravity. Our hair can grow up. Can't no other nationality that you can name me hair can grow up. We do different things out here and have to take and maintain our hair in different ways that other cultures ain't gonna never, ever have to do. So therefore, they can't cross over in that field or whatever. You can't. We the only people that can grow afros. We the only people that can grow our hair up and cut it and do strange, creative shit with it. They can't do it. They hair, gravity pulls it down. Chinese people, hair grow down. Latin people, hair grow down. White people, hair grow down. Name me any other nationality who hair grow up. None of y'all. Y'all can all not perm y'all hair and do whatever. It's still kind of growing to a ball. Like afro or like big. Even though it be weighted, it still be big. Like if y'all want to put y'all hair up or cut it to a certain thing, y'all can.
I don't know, because I've seen some white girls with some little tight curls and their hair be out
little
there.
Jewish girls.
Like,
yes,
that's because their mama got some.
Okay.
Where everybody got a piece.
Okay. So you know what happened with that. So it's just like that. Like I tried to show Jada Tom Brady niece. Like, you know,
yeah, she looks ethnic of some sort.
She does. Her daddy black.
Okay.
Well, he's playing in the NFL, which is a predominantly black.
No, I was just saying, like, anytime black enter the system of something, it's gonna be shown.
Oh, but they already in there. We already in there. There's nobody on this earth that is.
But I'm just saying,
100% white.
The hair care and hair maintenance is different. White women hair maintenance is different from black women hair maintenance. So it's no crossover in it. It's gonna always be different. It ain't no fixing it. White women hair is always gonna be different from black women hair. Y'all ain't never able to piece that together. They can get BBL, they can get plastic surgery. You can't plastic surgery your hair. So y'all should always gonna be different.
Plastic surgery. All right. So as you guys know, we actually started another segment where we have a moment where we read emails from the fans, and so we actually have 2 emails. I'm so excited about those 2 emails. So I'll read one, but she wants to be anonymous. But she said, "Hey, Spicy Chicks, I have a question. Do you buy into the concept of soulmates? Why or why not?
Oh, that's a good question.
The concept of soulmates.
What's the definition?
I guess we could
We need a baseline.
Yeah. I buy into the concept. But I understand. I think in my younger age, I thought that soulmates had to be lovers. And I think now in my adult age, I come to understand that soulmates can even be friends. And that's going to play into the actual definition.
So according to Webster, of course, a person who is, when you have a soulmate, typically it is a person who is perfectly suited to another in temperament. So I mean you have the same type of temperament. A person who strongly resembles another in attitudes or belief systems, ideologies. So those are considered like your soulmates.
Oh, nice.
Nice way to put it. But yeah.
Let me see if I can find another one too.
I definitely believe in the concept of soulmates. Had I always believed in soulmates being a friend or someone outside of a romantic relationship? No, not until it actually happened to me. And so I totally believe in it. I think that when you have a friend and a soulmate, it's like the best friendship you can have when they're your friend. Mine was with another girl. She was my college roommate. She was like my best friend and like my soulmate because she just, our temperaments just were automatic. It wasn't, I never had to explain myself. She never had to explain herself. We kind of knew each other's moods. We knew each other's ways. We had the same type of upbringing. So everything just kind of clicked with us. And so our friendship was very easy to have. And so that's when I really believed in soulmates. But prior to that, I thought it was only if you were like in a romantic relationship with somebody. So.
Can you have more than one?
In a lifetime?
I think so.
Maybe.
At one time, you had two best friends.
Yeah.
You can have two best friends, but you can't have two soulmates at the same time. Oh, that's a lot of emotion.
So if you're in a relationship, can you have a soulmate with a friend and a soulmate with your partner?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because I think
they serve different purposes.
relationships.
They serve different purposes.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe. Yeah. So I do believe in it. I definitely believe in it. It's happened to me in both ways, romantically and in friendship. And I will say I have not, since that friendship with that person, have not had another friendship soulmate since her. I've had really good friendships. I've had very solid, healthy friendships.
I'm leaving.
But I haven't had one like that. So when you find friends like that, and for whatever reason, you either things happen, like she got married. She got married very early in life, very young, in her 20s. And so we naturally kind of progressed in different ways. But it's so amazing because when you have a soulmate and a friend, even though your life takes you in different patterns, it's amazing how there's no love loss, there's no hurt feelings, there's no animosity. Like it's just a very natural, just acceptance of one another that's unspoken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just how I feel about it.
It's another one though. Where people kind of line up with soulmates. I forget. Hang on. The soulmate versus the twin flame.
Oh, what's the
Can
twin
somebody
flame?
help me understand the twin flame?
Okay.
New word.
I've never heard. Have you heard of that before?
Y'all know that term?
The what?
Twin flame? Oh, shit, I'm learning.
Okay, so this says the main difference between a soulmate and a twin flame is twin flames are two halves of the whole, where soulmates are not. Twin flames are thought to be one soul split into two bodies. Soulmates are separate souls that are extraordinarily linked. So as a soulmate, you have your own soul.
So
I
you're not
have
complete without
mine.
the other person.
I'm guessing so.
I always feel incomplete.
Let me run it
unless I
back.
had this person.
Yeah, run it back.
That sounds stronger than soul.
Okay,
Right, that's the gag.
Let me see.
The main difference is the idea that twin flames are two halves of the whole. Twin flames are thought to be one soul split into two bodies.
Okay, so as we so as we read that though, do that. So twin flames can't be lovers, right? Twin flame is an actual friend term.
That's what I was.
Cause it's not like you
that's what
brother
I'm
or
thinking.
sister because you're using the word twin. No.
No,
I don't think so.
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that.
So
I
it's
didn't get
just
that.
incomplete without the other?
Why can't that be in a relationship?
Yeah.
That happens every day. I think that's common.
Yeah.
Relationships
Yeah.
more than
Yeah,
anything.
twin.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be more common than people in relationships both being separate soulmates.
Yeah.
That's just my experience. I don't know. I never heard of that term though. That's
so
It said
weird.
it's when a soul is created, it is naturally split into two parts, kind of like the cell theory. Right? You got a cell is one, you split it into
Mitosis, meiosis?
Yeah. And then it said they mirror each other and they have a constant yearning to reconnect with that person.
Wow.
Oh,
That's strong. That's strong.
I'm saying, yeah, people be
That's
talking about
strong.
that twin flame being super
That's
strong.
strong.
Though I do see that it follows a lot of like astrology
Oh, it does.
Yes.
type
Okay.
You
things.
was saying anything about romantic?
Yeah.
Did you read? When you click on romantic, what does it say?
I
I don't think I have met anybody that's my twin flame. I can say I've met my soulmate, but I have not met the twin flame. And then it's like maybe I just need to sit and study it a little more and think about who that
who
person
it might
could
be.
Oh, I'm Pisces.
So it's funny that it says during the early stages, both twins can often do trigger each other, and this can carry many of the hallmarks of a toxic relationship because you are twins, like you're yearning for the same thing. Because like most people, I want somebody that's protective, but I'm not protective.
All right.
You know, like you kind of look for something that you're needing,
Right.
but you're both needing the same thing. So it's hard to nurture somebody that is a nurturer.
Motherfucker.
You heard
They
that?
know every fucking thing. You need to learn.
You gotta write that down, buddy.
Learn you something.
You gotta write that down,
Learn
buddy.
you something.
Woo! You gotta write that down, buddy. Put a pin in that one.
We done sparked.
But it says that this serves in the purpose of helping them both prepare for the union.
Just
Because
listen.
you just continue to learn how to love that person.
Just listen.
You're going to continue to chase it.
Just listen.
That's deep.
I'm gonna have to. I gotta read up on.
We
this a
gotta
little
read
bit
up on
more.
these twin.
All that teaching be taught for once. Just all that teaching. Yes, sir. Check that one out. Read that tonight.
You know, there's a thing called quiet on the set.
Yes, ma'am. Check it in.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that was one of the emails. You want to read the second, or should we just save the other one for another one? Okay, let's read this one.
Oh my God.
Listen, when things happen, you get excited. Okay. This one is from.
Are we saying who it's from?
No, shoot. Oh, this is not even a question. That's just a suggestion. I thought it was a question.
Does this person want to keep their name anonymous?
Yes. We already thought about that, though.
Oh yeah. Next.
We already thought about that. They were just giving it.
It's something we're already doing.
We already doing it, so it's
But
like.
still, that's cool. That mean they feel y'all. They could be in, like they feeling y'all. Go ahead and shut out the question.
It wasn't
even a
It wasn't even a
And
question.
then say, yeah, we already thought about doing this
Oh,
and
this
this.
Okay. I feel like they not really.
They were just suggesting that, you know, change the frequency of the videos, but we had already come up with an idea because we're both very busy. Wendy is a business owner. I work 2 jobs, so with her working as a business owner and having jobs, she got multiples. So it's like trying to schedule everything, and then she still want to have a life. I want to have a life. We want to go on vacation. You know, we like to take little trippy trips, have little brunches and things or whatnot. We still want to have a life, you know. So it gets a little hectic. So we decided to not kind of bombard ourselves with committing to every single week. So we had already come up with kind of spreading it out a little bit more. So that was one of the suggestions for the email. So that's what we're doing.
Anonymous XOX.
Yeah, anonymous XOX. So what else? I wanted to talk about something else I was thinking about. Well, I was at the #1 car dealership today for 3 hours. 3
For what?
hours for an oil change.
Oh no.
An oil change. 3 hours for an oil change. And so I was like, so first he was really polite though. The dude was like, we'll send you, or pay for an Uber for you to go home because I don't want you to sit up here for 3 hours. But I bought my laptop and all that anyway because I was expecting maybe an hour and a half at the longest because I didn't have an appointment. I just kind of rolled up. I get there, he's talking about, we have so many cars. We just had an influx of cars today that came in that need oil changes. It's kind of out of the norm. So we're about 3 hours behind. I was like, sir, it's 10. It's only 10. Like, did y'all open at 7? So I went on, they opened at 8. So y'all been open only 2 hours and you're 3 hours behind. Okay. So I was like, okay, sir, whatever. So he was like, yeah, I'll just send you, home with an Uber. But I was like, okay. He was like, just go around the corner and set it up. I never set it up. I went, got on their free Wi-Fi and started working on some things. And then I looked at my watch. I was like, dang, time has gone by. I done watched a whole episode on Netflix. I done some work. Some time has gone by. So I mosey on up to the counter and he's just like, yeah, your car's not really ready yet. I was like, bruh. I'm just getting an oil change. And he was
trying to hit you with that list.
Right. So then, of course, so when he finally calls me up, it's a list. He's talking about, oh, you didn't need, I was telling him I needed, my code on my car said I needed an oil change and a transmission flush. So I get back. He was like, oh, you really didn't need a transmission flush. You don't need to get that until like 100 and something thousand miles. So I was like, okay, so what am I paying for today? He was like, well, because we saw that you needed new brake pads. He said, we were going to charge you for that, but because it took us 4 hours almost to just do an oil change, we went ahead and paid for the brake pad changing and all that. I was like, by right, you should. In my mind, that's what I was saying. So I was like, okay, well, thank you. He was just like, I'm just so sorry for the inconvenience, and hopefully you don't write a bad review or anything like that. This is literally what he said. Don't write a bad review. I was like, do I just look like I'm a bad review writer?
Yeah,
I must look like.
Yeah. Laptop with you, had a damn computer with you.
I gave him a shout out that one time when it was good though.
But they did that. Remember when they gave you the free oil change? Remember when I told you that no matter if you finna say something, they give it to you.
Yeah.
And they did that. See, they make notes on
That's what
shit.
it was. It was that damn
You
laptop.
a Karen.
You did not just call me a Karen.
You had that laptop.
I had that laptop. That's what it was.
You.
He was like,
You gotta use Karen to your advantage.
I said, oh, no, sir. No, sir.
But that's how they do, though. You go back there for one thing.
All you gotta
Go back there for
come
an oil
back.
change. You come back. Oh, you need spark plugs. You need new battery.
New battery. Your tire's low.
Engine about to blow out. and I'm like, you just think that I'm just dumb.
You
I'm
just
like,
dumb.
I said,
We
okay.
got a new car. Do you want to come to the finance office?
Actually, you might as well go ahead and trade this in
Buy a
and
new
just get a new
car.
car. Like, sir.
They just think you're dumb because you're a woman walking in there.
So I take my little car. I said, okay, I'll talk to my pops about it.
They hate when you do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, just let us know. And they come back as a totally
Pop take
different
it to
story.
his folk. They be like, ain't nothing wrong with this damn car.
Exactly. See, y'all.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
They do it
either.
every single time. You
It's
go
every
back there
time.
for an oil change, and they come back with 10 things that they say you need with your
Yup.
car. They're like, oh, it's gonna be a total of 800, whatever. I only came in here for an oil change,
For an oil
sir. I didn't
change.
need all that.
Yeah, because he was trying to get me for that smooth 3 something. No, sir, we're gonna take all those other things off. It's just an oil
Yeah, I ain't
change.
even brakes. Put
Like,
my old brake pads back
yeah,
on.
put my old brake pads
I
back
stopped
on.
when I got here.
Yeah, I was fine. I got here just fine. Just
I
fine.
stopped when I pulled up. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Like, I'm
They
fine.
swear,
They swear everything is at
wrong
the
with your car.
end. Like you're about to kill yourself
new brakes.
as soon as you
It
pull
did
out of
something
here if
like
you don't
that.
get all this done.
Yeah,
Like,
starter's about to go out.
Yeah,
and when we went to
sir.
cricket, starter was acting funny. I bet it was this time.
No, it's your
It's
window
been
going
acting
up
right
slow.
the whole time.
okay, my window's going up slow. You need a new motor. Okay. Your windshield wipers. You need some new ones. I just got
I'm like,
those.
who turned y'all into car salesmen? Y'all are just.
First of all, it's not raining, so why are you pulling on my windshield wipers anyway? How do you know I need some new windshield wipers? It's not raining. It's 85 degrees out here. What are you doing, sir? Y'all doing too much.
I swear
You're
to
doing
God,
too
they
much.
be lying every time I take my
It's too
car in there
much.
for something.
Too much. It's just too much. That just made me think about old black men that are mechanics that are able to hold that cigarette in their mouth without it dropping.
Were we talking about that?
Yeah, you know how they had that cigarette, y'all? It'd be right here. It'd be like right here.
And they
And they
talk
do-
and everything with it,
I mean,
and
it's
they
just-
make
it's
sure
just-
it hold on the whole time.
It just moves like this. Like, it don't even fall though. That's a skill set.
It is. It really is.
Do old white men mechanics, do they?
I don't
Can
know,
they
I
do
just know
that?
about the
Let me
country
think.
white men, they
Let
be
me
having
see.
that piece of straw.
Oh, or that what's that brown stuff they be spitting?
The tobacco.
Dip.
Yeah.
That dip.
Yeah.
They dip it. But that black man be smooth with that cigarette, y'all. He just Let me tell you something, baby girl, you need to do this, nah, I can fix that for you, girl. Like, it don't drop. It never falls.
Do not let that man fix your car. You're going to have about 3 cigarettes in your motor.
You're going to have some cigarettes in your car, though. Like, it don't move, though.
In your AC.
You can trust anybody that smoke and fix cars around gas.
Wow. Because he trusts himself. That sounds dangerous. I don't know about that.
You can check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was amazing. You just made me think about that. That's a skill set. That's an old... Young mechanics don't do that. I don't think they have that skill set.
Because they are inside of body shops. They usually say no smoking, but like, right. They are not under the tree
with a cigarette.
Yeah, with a cigarette.
Or them Black and Milds, which are disgusting, but yeah, or those Black and Milds. I was just going to share a story about this car that I had, but it's going to take too long. It's a very inappropriate story, but it's a funny story. I got 10 minutes? Okay, I can probably squeeze it in. So, my very first car was a brown Bronco. Kind of like the OJ Bronco, but it was brown.
Damn, you got the OJ Bronco.
Yeah. So, I loved my freaking car. So,
All her cars.
I do. I love all my cars. So, I had it, like when I got it, of course it was used to the ground. Like it was really, really used. But I spent my little coins to try to fix it up. So I had some new little interior. I got the radio installed, got it all spruced up. I was in college. And so, as the year went by, it started breaking down again because it was already old. It started breaking down. So, a family member of mine told me about a mechanic that they knew that worked with them. He does like mechanic stuff on the side. So I trust this family member, okay? And I let this man that they know work on my car. I don't really remember what I was getting done, but it wasn't nothing like major because I was letting him do it. Like if it was major, I probably would have took it to a real dealership. So he was gonna charge me, little something to get it done, nothing too outlandish. Took him about 3 days to get it worked on and fixed. When he returned my car,
It was a condom in the front seat.
No, it wasn't a condom. When he returned my car, I just happened, the mat that's in the driver's seat. I just happened to move. I don't know why I was moving the mat. I don't know. Maybe I was trying to clean up or something. Why? What is it? It was a bag. A little bag of cocaine.
Yeah, I know your car about to fall apart.
It was a bag of cocaine. And at the time, I'm young. So I'm just like...
Why does he have sugar?
Right, like, what is this in my car? I don't know. Wait a minute. Then I was like, did I drop it? So I dropped it. So then I remember I was like, so I was like, who do I ask about this? So I didn't know. So I asked Jordan, my brother. So I called Jordan. I said, there's a bag with some white stuff in it. It's not mine. And he was like, who had your car? And I was like, I took it to the mechanic. He was like, who's the mechanic? And I was telling him, he was just like, so you don't know him? I was like, no. He was like, man, did you check other parts of your car? You sure ain't no cocaine in the other parts of your car? First of all, like, why would that be your go-to?
Because he done drove your car to make some deliveries. Or he
really had
cocaine and drove around
for
3 days.
Right. I was really right.
It's a motherfucking thing.
Y'all, I had so many scenarios in my mind of what was going on. My brother had me thinking like he had cocaine stashed in my lights or something, and then
What?
Yes, I was.
I mean, that is a real thing.
I
do know that, right?
I was really scared. Like, what the fuck? So I told that family member who referred me. I was like, he can never work on my car again. Like, he left cocaine, and they were like, "Are you sure it was cocaine?" I was like, "Yes."
Did you taste it?
It was cocaine.
Here you go.
No, I didn't keep it, but
Did you taste it?
no.
Put it on your gum.
I'm about to say, did you get a little?
No. First of all, I dropped it as soon as I saw it. I was so scared. So.
Oh yeah, you was taking her 20. She was saying no.
That's a great way to end the podcast. That's a great way. Just say no to drugs, guys. That's a great way to end. Say no to drugs. Say no to advances that you don't feel comfortable with. Say no to anything that doesn't make you feel like yes on the inside. You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for my friends that came to watch my podcast today. Thank you so much.
Hi, spicy chicks.
It's
Spicy.
see, this is what I'm talking about. See, friends be acting like they ride for you or they really support you, and then they don't even know the name of your brand that you're trying
I'm sorry,
to.
I missed it because I was looking at Paula, PS Productions.
That's not the name of her. We're gonna end. We're private cut. This is
private selection.
Okay, we're done.
You got 'em
We'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.
private.